Okay, when we do not, when we're not given a dose in milligrams per kilogram, and all we know about a child is their weight in pounds, then we can use Clark's rule. Now, it is very important to note that if a manufacturer already recommends a dose for a child, we would go with the manufacturer's dose. Clark's rule is kind of being phased out now. It's really based on the average adult weight of 150 pounds. Now that we see that that's increasing, we're kind of phasing out this rule, but it's important for you to still be aware of this because it still can show up on that certification exam. So anytime we're looking for the child's dose and we know their weight in pounds and the average adult dose, we can solve for that by taking their weight in pounds divided by 150 and then taking that number times the adult dose. So if you see here in your book, I just wanted to alert you to that tech alert, always follow the manufacturer's recommendations if they are available. Okay, I am on page 242 of the pretest looking at number 5 here. So a child weighs 55 pounds and has an order for acetaminophen. The adult dose is 325 milligrams. What is the approximate dose for the child? Well, all we know is their weight in pounds and the adult dose in milligrams. So in this case, Clark's rule would be the most appropriate. It's really the only rule we can use here. So remember, Clark's rule, we're going to take the child's weight in pounds, 55 pounds. We're going to divide that by 150 pounds because that's the average adult weight. And then we're going to take that times the adult dose of 325 milligrams. So these pounds are going to cancel out and I will be left with the child's dose. So first, 55 divided by 150, that gives me 0.36 repeating. The 6 is repeating. Go ahead and just leave that in your calculator and then take that times 325. So that gives me the approximate dose for the child. I get 119 milligrams, which in this case, that is rounding to the nearest milligram, but the approximate dose, that's very close to 120 milligrams, which would probably be a lot easier to measure out. So either of those answers would be appropriate there. It doesn't tell us if we have a liquid or a tablet. So the approximate dose, I would just go ahead and round that to 120 milligrams. Okay, I am now on number 9 of the pretest on page 244. So we see a child weighs 66 pounds. The physician orders Benadryl, which is diphenhydramine elixir. The adult dose is 50 milligrams every 6 to 8 hours as needed. Here's my label here. It says, what is the approximate dose for the child in milligrams? Well, all I have here is the adult dose of 50 milligrams and the child's weight in pounds. So once again, Clark's rule would be the only rule we could use here. So we're going to take the child's weight in pounds, divide that by 150 pounds, and then take that answer times my adult dose of 50 milligrams. So 66 divided by 150 gives me 0.44. I'm just going to leave that in my calculator. Then take that times 50 milligrams, which gives me 22 milligrams. Now, says what is the measurable volume to be given per dose using the provided label? Well, we're going to have to look on here to find the strength. I don't see it over here next to the name, so we're going to have to read through here. So over here we see this contains 12.5 milligrams diphenhydramine in each 5 mils. So there I see that my strength is 12.5 milligram per 5 mil. So if I need 22 milligrams, I can set this equal to my stock strength. So 12.5 milligrams per 5 mil. Set that equal to my 22 milligrams over X. Here I have 12.5X, and then I'm going to take 22 times 5, which gives me 110. Now divide by 12.5 here. Do the same thing here. So 110 divided by 12.5, that gives me 8.8 milliliters. So then it says, is this within the normal range for a child of this weight? Well, let's take a look at what this says here on our label. So it says dose for adults. Well, we don't really care because we're looking at a child. Then it says children over 20 pounds. Well, my child is over 20 pounds. So they need to take 1 to 2 teaspoonfuls 3 to 4 times a day. Well, I know that 1 teaspoon is 5 mils, 2 teaspoons is 10 mils. So yes, that 8.8 does fall within that range. So is this within the normal range? Yes, it is, because that is between 5 and 10 milliliters there. Okay, we'll do one more here. I'm on page 247 of the pretest, number 14. A 75-pound child has otitis media. The physician orders Keflex 3 times a day. In stock, here we have cephalexin 250 milligram capsules. What is the dose to be administered if the adult dose is 500 milligrams? Well, I have my adult dose and I have my weight in pounds. So Clark's rule once again, 75 pounds divided by 150 pounds. And I'm going to take that times my adult dose. So 75 divided by 150 gives me 0.5 times 500 gives me 250 milligrams. Now it says, how many capsules should be given per dose? Well, we just solved that we need 250 milligrams per dose, and each capsule that we have comes in 250 milligram capsules. So we would need 1 capsule there.